Hey guys, this is Lee with Hooked on Bassin. Trying to add some more content to the YouTube channel that'll hopefully help you guys out. Today I want to do an unboxing of a reel. I love using Quantum products, and almost all my bait casters are Quantum, and I started dabbling with the Quantum spinning reels because I used Abu Garcia and I had some problems with the Abu Garcias when it started raining. Whenever it would rain, they would lock down and just lose all functionality. I couldn't reel, they would just bind up. Dry weather, not a problem. But when it rains or when it was moist outside, I would have this problem consistently. So I went and got a Quantum, put this right here. There it is. But now the one I have is a 30. This is the brand new one. This is a 25. I wanted to go a little bit smaller. All right. So the 30, since I asked for this for Christmas, during that time I noticed that the 30 in wet weather the drag will loosen up all the way when I go to set the hook. So if it's raining or damp outside, I'll go to set the hook on a fish and I have like no drag. It's just really, really loose. I've tightened it up, I've oiled, I've greased, I've done all that. In wet weather, it does not work just like the Abu Garcias, but the opposite effect. So I already put my wish list into Santa, so this is what I ended up with. And I have the 30 and the 25. They're about the same thing. They have the same amount of drag. But I want to unbox it for you guys today. I want to see if you guys have this same problem in wet weather. Like I said, though, in dry weather, this thing is awesome. It works great. But if it's wet or raining outside, I have to switch over my finesse type baits to bait casters. So here we go. Pull this bad boy out. All right, first let me give you the specs on this. The specs are as follows. Aluminum body and side cover, 7-point bearings with continuous anti-reverse. I love anti-reverse, especially. I don't trust my drag sometimes, so I've had big fish on, and especially the spotted bass on Lake Lanier. They like to dive when they get close to the boat, so I like to anti-reverse and do that myself. And then I'll flip it back over when I'm ready to land the fish. Lightweight hybrid graphite rotor, indestructible titanium bale wire, ceramic drag. And yeah, this is the 5:2-to-1 gear ratio. So line capacity, 150 yards at 8-pound test. I never have problems with running out of line. So we got the, what I do love about this, the Accurist. If you want to reel on left and right, a lot of bait casters come this way. I'm always using, not bait casters, but spinning reels. I always use a left, so spin that thing in, boom. So look, here we go. All right, it has a light wire. I kind of like the bulkier ones a little bit better, but my other one has been just fine, so I'm not really too worried about it. It's a sweet looking reel. I mean, it really is sweet. But I am very worried about the drag. It says it has 8 bearings, actually. If you see right there, it says it has 8 bearings. Let's see if I can touch the screen to make it focus a little bit better. Anyway, the handle is awesome. Ergonomically correct, if you ask me. All right, and this is the 25, man. This thing is sweet. I'm just hoping that it works right when it's out there. I did read earlier, and I'll read this to you guys, and maybe you guys can tell me what your experiences are, but I read you should periodically clean and re-lubricate your reel to maintain proper function, which I do. Continued use and rinsing can cause the grease and or oil to dissipate away from critical parts or migrate into areas that may hinder performance. So it's kind of saying if it gets wet, it's not going to work right. Quantum recommends that your reel be professionally disassembled and thoroughly cleaned and lubricated at least once a year or more with heavy use. And they say that it should be done at a Quantum authorized service center. Bless me. So I don't know what they're saying there, but I think it should work in the wet weather. I'm going to give this 25 a try. Now, I have used the 30 in salt water with redfish. I caught bull redfish on the 30. Same kind of drag. It worked awesome. And I actually bought a Quantum rod also. It worked great. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my goodness, dude, you can't have it in salt water. You can. It says it in the directions. And I cleaned it with fresh water when it was done. I re-oiled it, greased it. So I've had this problem with these, but same thing happens with the Abu Garcia also. So, except they lock down. These just go smooth. Tell me what you think. Again, this is the Quantum Accurist 25. Let me know what you guys think. And if you like this video, then give it a like. You can share it for me. Subscribe, please subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more fishing videos on here, but I did want to talk about this reel for a second. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm just saying that I have had problems with my spinning reels in wet weather. I don't know what the deal is, and maybe this video will be more helpful for me than you. I'm not sure. But please subscribe down below, and I'm going to be bringing a lot of content. I have a lot of cool trips coming up this year, and I think you guys are going to want to see them. And again, it's Hooked on Bassin. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.